What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Life at the Hamids. Today is such a beautiful day. The sun's out, unlike yesterday, which was raining and it was miserable. Although the nighttime temperatures today are gonna be around 11 degrees. We've had some really funky weather this year. Hot, cold, everything, and hence why I've been ill. I've not been able to get to the allotment for about a week and a half. It's one thing after another. So I ended up testing for COVID. So I got COVID and it was horrible, but I made it through. I got myself out into the garden at home and did bits and bobs, but then I had to get back in. I couldn't do more than about 10-15 minutes worth of work before it started to play up on my body. Still can't breathe properly, but I've recovered enough to basically come out and see what's going on in the allotment and give you an update and do this video. So apologies for not being able to do that, but health first. I've got my sister with me today as well as my wife, so we're going to basically try and do a bit of a catch up because I want to clean the cardboard that's been ripped up by whatever animal's been ripping it up. I want to put the beans in and the sweet corn that I've been leaving at home waiting. It might be too late, but you know what? I've got them, I've got the space, I put it in rather than just leave it at home wasted. Even if I get a few, it's better than none. I've got some weeding to do. I'm sure there's weeding to do, so I better get on that before the roots become quite strong from the photosynthesis. And other than that, I'm not too sure. I haven't had a good look. Let's see if the pumpkins got bigger or if it's actually died, because I didn't self-pollinate any of those either. But I'm excited. So without further ado, let's get on with it, and I'll give you a tour first before the time lapse. All right, everybody. So as you can see, it's a bit overgrown over here. So what I'm going to do is I've got the trimmer with me. I'm going to basically trim all of this down. It's going to get a bit too overgrown, as you can see. So I'm going to trim all of that up. And then I'm going to also basically weed in between here. I'm probably going to let this go out now. Remove the hoops up to the Brussels sprouts. And basically take the hoops, use them over where I'm going to plant the sweet corn instead. And then I'm going to have to build this bigger. I'm not too sure. Let's leave it anyway for now. Last year, I had this open and supported with some bamboo sticks, and they seem to do fine. So I got a feeling they'll be fine. Let's go have a look at the Brussels sprouts. Not the Brussels sprouts, the broccoli. First of all, you can see the Brussels sprouts are doing really good. Everything's growing amazing here. And I don't see any sort of, what's it called, bugs or infestation on these. Have a look at this. When you go over to the broccoli, it seems something's got through. So whatever's eating that, I don't see any aphids or anything like that. However, there's like a little few holes over here in the netting, so I don't know if anything's got through. But you can see through there, the weeds are starting to get bigger. So I've got to do something about that. But they won't take too long to deal with. And I'm going to plant some cauliflower over here. But I've got time. I'm going to leave these as they are. And then what I can do is I can put my cauliflowers here to grow on. So I might just up to there, cut it off, basically. Cut it off. And then put my, leave these ones here. That's what I probably do. These potatoes, the bags, as much as they're good, they're also just a nightmare to keep watered. If I get ill or if I get sick and or if I'm busy, I can't keep up with them. When they're in the ground, they were just literally self-sustaining. I don't remember watering them when they were in the ground. I hardly did anything when they were in the ground. So I still would probably use these. However, I think they're better off being used in the garden at home, somewhere where I can just walk out or send Daffy if I can't. But let's see what type of yield we get with them anyway. Okay, so something else I want to show you, right, is over here. Look, so I've done the frame, and if you look at the frame, I've also put the tomato clips that I did last year. Put them on, you click that, and it'll just keep going down. But look, it just keeps them up. And then all I gotta do is I've wound them round. I've used that over there and I'm winding them round. And then all I'm doing is just going along like that and just keeping it upright. There you go. But yeah, the tomatoes I'm happy with. You know what? From where they were to where they are now, they're growing. They're quite vigorous. I've got tomatoes already here, growing lovely. Loads of tomatoes start to grow. You know, for a bad year, I'm actually not complaining in terms of tomatoes. Let's see how that goes. These are the Sakura. This is one that I just chucked in the ground. Remember that small one that I chucked in the ground? That's already started to bear some fruit as well. You can see there's flowers everywhere. Now it just depends if we get a hot enough summer or whatever's left of summer to basically get a nice harvest. Let's see. But yeah, everything's doing all right. I think, I don't know whether this has got, I forgot what the name is, pyralid. Because this is the only one, something pyralid, but it's a disease. Because this one's been well watered. The rest of them seem to be okay. It's the only one that's affected, if you can see there. Other than that, the rest of them are doing fine. Look at that though. And these are the Bulgarian tomatoes, I think. Can't remember. Or the not the money makers. These will be Bulgarian if the other ones are Marmand, or these are the Marmand. But today, I forgot I didn't put these on these ones as well. So they're bush variety. But because I'm doing these already with the strings and I've got the frame, I'm just going to frame these up as well with the strings. So last time I didn't get to do a video. I came in while I was sick, and the last thing I wanted to do was set up the camera, etc. But basically you can see all the leaves that have died off that I took off the bottom, so it's easier just to water the ground. And on this side you can see it's dried up now, all there and there. But basically I took off the bottom leaves and the ground's a lot more clearer. All right, let's move on to the next section. Oh, there's the beans and the sweet corn I'm going to put in. I've got some beetroot as well. So let's go down here. Now that butternut squash has seemed to established. The other ones got pecked out and taken away. And then I've got these. These I've kind of given up on. I'm going to leave them there anyway. Because look, they are growing. This side's doing worse than this side. So again, whatever I get, I get. But there's an animal that's pecking at them. But I'm going to get whatever I get. But the rest of this bed, I've got some seeds, pumpkin seeds. I don't know if I'll have enough, what's it called? Space for them, etc., etc. Sorry, not space. If there's enough of a summer left for them to grow from seed. But I'm going to chuck them in anyway, so it's not a waste of a bed. All right, over here, can you see it's all overgrown? So I'm planning to clear this up as well. This needs to be cleared up, all of it here. So I'm just going to basically go get the trimmer and trim all of this. This will be lovely to give you in a time lapse. That Bangladeshi cucumber's not doing so much. However, this one started to flourish. So give that a bit of time. If I clear this area up, it'll be all right. Figs are doing okay. Nothing. Oh, we do have 1 or 2 figs that are ready to collect. Could have collected that earlier. Bit hard to see. I will, not today. I will give this fig tree a bit of a clean up. Because I'm sure I'm missing out on figs that are in there that I can't see. That should be ready. But we'll leave that for now. Okay, so this is the tomato bed. The Bulgarian tomatoes, etc., etc. I'm going to fix up this bed and try to organize it. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these and make another one of these frames over here so that I can basically support those up. Maybe a smaller one on top, and then that way that's all supported. And the beans that I've got, I'll just plant here and I'll just net this up. That's what I can do. I'll net this up. But I'm going to put the beans in here. I've got enough bean plants to put in here. This one's doing all right. Again, like I showed you last time, that one's not changed much. This one's actually grown more. The aubergines have started to actually get more healthy, much more healthier. Anyway, let's get on to that last bit from this angle. So let's move on to this part. Oh, look at the little wildflower garden. Actually started to grow. I didn't think I'd get much flowers, but I am. So it's nice to come back here and have a look at this. This whole section is lovely. And the asparagus is growing, not asparagus, I always say that, artichoke's growing better. I'm just going to clean this bit up as well. You can see everything's starting to be overgrown. But let's look at this. So the butternut squash, again, I don't know if I'll get any, but here's the uchikikuri, they're starting to thrive. And then I've got the, I think these were crown prince. And you can see I'm starting to get pumpkins, which is lovely. Starting to get pumpkins growing across. I think I've got another one there, hopefully. But here, this is starting to sprawl outwards. And I saw some pumpkin plants. See that one, see that one's not going to survive. You can see already. So I'll just take that off, break that off. And but we're starting to now. We're starting to get them. It's just a matter of them actually being okay. So, what else is there? The rhubarb, definitely. I can grab a few today actually. The rhubarb's not doing too bad. I'm gonna actually take one of these now. So, you see one of these, and then we'll just pull it out. There we go. Look at that beauty. So, there's a couple of them here. I'll just take them out. I'm not sure when to actually stop harvesting them, but I might as well. Still think I've got a bit of time left. I've taken two off of that one. I'll take another one off of this one over here so that it opens out anyway. There we go. Just be careful not to eat the rhubarb leaves. Should I take another one? I wonder if I should take another one. Do you know what? There'll be no harm if I just take this one. There we go. What about this one? This one's a bit small. I'll leave that one alone. These ones are a little bit small. So that one's gone yellow. But there, these ain't doing too bad. This is thriving, whatever that was. But yeah, let me just zoom out so you can see. It needs a bit of a water, but you can see the nasturtiums, they'll just sprawl over. But again, this whole bit, I need to give it a good clean and do that. But you know, I'm happy with the rhubarb bed being here. Actually happy with it being this side. But it does need a water. So I'll get that watered up and see how that goes. All right, everyone. So I think I've shown you everything so far. Let's get cleaning. Let's have a quick look at it. And what the plan is to remove all the cardboard. I'm going to put it in the compost bins and then plant. So I'll do that slowly, bit by bit. I'm just wondering which part to start with first. All right, everybody. So there you have it. Everything's more or less done. I've still got some bits to clear up with the strimmer. I'm going to come back and do that. But I've got to basically run off. Elijah was playing up and Daffy's, we've only got one key. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually ask for a key to be made. It causes problems. So if Daffy can come and go as she pleases, it gives me a lot less stress. But yeah, you can see. Look, as you can see in the videos and whatnot, the beam supports are up. They're not so bad. So if something gets through here, I've clipped it on in various places. These are quite strong clips. So I've clipped it on. If anything gets through, I'll be really surprised. Same thing here. I put whatever beams I've got left. So this is the stock I've got left, nothing else. I may, I don't know, just come in and pop one or two more extra ones in there, or just leave it as it is. I'm not too sure what I'm going to put in the stagnant space in between now. Let's see. So I'm going to find something. I'll just put something in there. If not, it is what it is. But I've got this space clear. I've got a few chili plants at home that are still growing on and they're doing better than these nuggers. So I might come and swap them out because that might be a good plan and see how they do over here. But these ain't really moving much. The ones in the greenhouse at home are. So I'm in two minds because I do want something here because this is my showcase area. The garden, I don't really showcase so much of, although I should start doing so. That's kind of my emergency area now and my home area. But what else is there to show you? Oh yeah, the sweet corn. The sweet corn I've covered up too. I took the hoops from where the K-lets were and the Brussels sprouts because they're strong enough to just leave the mesh on top and the birds can't pick through that as it is. I should or want to start using BT spray, Bacillus thuringiensis or something like that, Thuricide. Basically, it's supposed to be good with dealing with caterpillars, etc. But I need to do a bit more research. But I know Charles Dowding uses that, but he still also covers. So I think that's the next step in my learning curve with the allotment gardening, etc. But the peas seem to be doing all right. This side's totally dead. And the tomatoes, I'm happy with the tomatoes. Tomatoes are doing better than what I thought. all in all, it's starting to look better. Everything's going better and can't complain. I did want a lot more growing, but with the weather and with what's been going on, I can't really complain. The flower section's doing a lot better than I thought. I thought I was late there, but I've got quite a few poppies growing, and the sunflowers are actually starting to strengthen up. But next year, we learn from these mistakes here. I certainly will be netting up the beans next year, and I'm probably gonna have to order some more nets because I've cut these the one long one up, so I'm gonna need another one of those next year. But let's see. For now, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll come back in a few days. I'm on summer holidays now, so what I might be doing is I might be able to spread out. So right now I'm doing it a week and a half in between videos. So what I might do is I might just shorten the videos and release them more often. I don't know, let me know what you think, whether you prefer it once a week and a half, depending on what's going on, but longer, or during my summer holidays, do you want just quick updates? Because then I can give you like 10-minute videos, 5-minute videos, etc. And it won't take long. I am gonna just keep them simple right now while I get used to the new baby and everything. As always, please let me know how your garden's going, or your allotment's going, what the pros and cons are, how have you been, etc., etc. It's really nice to hear from everyone and get my weekly update. It's such a lovely community we're building, and I've got so many people who care and we talk and discuss. So please continue doing that. And as always, please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next one.